So we're on our second universal spiritual law of vibration. So what is your vibrational frequency today? Anybody know? Okay. How are you feeling? Great. So you're probably vibrating pretty high today, aren't you? We could tell by your dancing and your carrying on out there earlier, right? Yeah. So she's really vibrating high today. Okay? And if you're not feeling well, where are you vibrating? Pretty low, huh? And what if you're affirming that you're not feeling well? You're vibrating really low. Yeah. And what are you doing? You're inviting more of that lower vibration, right? Because that's what we do. We're responsible to choose to pay attention to how we're feeling, to raising that vibration. Like the song says, you are already that. You are vibrating high as spirit. You can only vibrate high as spirit, right? And spirit is the highest vibration that there is. It is vibrating so rapidly, it actually looks like it isn't even moving. Just like, have you ever seen like on the wheel of a car when it's going fast? Doesn't it appear like the wheel isn't even moving? Sure, we've seen that. The same thing. It's vibrating so rapidly, it's not even moving. We are all energy. Everything is energy. It's flowing in and it's flowing out. Nothing is at rest. Nothing. I even read an article that talks about everything is the same thing. What do you mean everything's the same thing? The only thing that changes anything in life is the frequency it's vibrating at. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Just like if you plant an apple tree, it's going to produce apples. Do you think it can produce an orange? No, because an orange has a different vibrational frequency than an apple. So if you plant an apple tree, you're going to get an apple, no matter what. So most of you here understand the law of vibration because talking with you and practicing it, we know that we are all vibrating and we understand the different frequencies that there are in the world. Okay? Christine? Oh, hello. So I just love this man. He was so far, ahead of his time. An old soul that, we didn't pay enough attention to. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. No matter what you want to say to conflict this man, it's all there is to it. It can be nothing but energy. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. We here at Unity are metaphysical students. So we address and pay attention to things that we do not see with our senses, right? We know that there is an expansive world out here that we are part of. We are this universe. We know that, right? And that's how we study, and that's how we use our beliefs in acknowledging that belief of the non-physical life. Right? Abraham Hicks says that we are more non-physical than we are physical. Do you understand that? This is such a limited space that exists here. We are so much more than that. But we have to learn how to use these laws. And we can't use them if we don't understand them, right? So that's why we're coming to learn the 12 spiritual divine laws of our universe so that we can try to understand that. Why do you think, if you're practicing the law of attraction and it's not working for you, why do you think that it's not working for you?
You don't believe it.
Don't believe it?
Paying too much attention to what you don't have.
Mm-hmm. You can't begin to use the law of attraction until you understand the law of vibration. The law of vibration is the fundamental groundwork you have to understand before you can begin to understand the law of attraction and begin to start manifesting the life you truly want to live and be. Okay, Christine? So here's our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, and this is what he says. Words are the most powerful agents of the mind. Every time we speak, we cause the atoms of the body to tremble and change their places. Do you see the power in your words? Someone said at our Qigong class yesterday that they weren't feeling well, and Margot says, well, that's a good affirmation. So we got to laugh at that. We thought that was really funny. But words, and we all do it. The power of words. Words hold energy. And they're not only energetic, but your intention behind the word, your feeling and emotion behind that word propels that out even more energetically. So if you're using words that are not of your highest good, think what you're doing. So say, yesterday my back was really bothering me, and so say I go out and I say, oh, my back is really hurting me today. So I'm probably going to create more of that discomfort. So what could we do? Because the mind says, well, this is my truth, this is what I'm feeling. But what if we just said something like, I'm allowing the flow of life, and I'm feeling better. Or just something to create a different direction in the flow of that energy. Instead of having the struggle of the humanness, struggle with your truth, what about if you just gently said that? So this takes self-observation, right? Observing ourselves is so important to what we're creating outside of ourselves. Okay, Christine? So I was going to do a little demonstration today. Apparently I wasn't supposed to because Virgie, I had her bring her tuning fork in, and I was going to bring mine in, and mine didn't make it. So that's okay. But what happens when you hit one tuning fork of the same frequency? It has to be the same frequency. Okay? The next tuning fork of the same frequency vibrates on its own. And that's called resonance. So think about this in your own life. Right? Positive vibration equals positive circumstances. Negative vibration equals negative circumstance. Right? Like attracts like. So what vibration are you holding when you are wanting to create something in your life? Because the only way you're going to create it is through the resonance. That's the only way. So we're going to learn today what we can do to help you raise your vibration. First of all, where intention goes, energy flows. The thing is with intentions, when you sit them, how detailed about it are you being? When you sit them, are you wishy-washy about it? Well, one day my intention, I say this, I desire this, and the next day, well, I'm kind of feeling doubtful about it. I'm not sure if that's what I want to sit out there, so I change it. So a lot of us start out doing that. When we begin to set intentions, we don't really sit them in a way that the universe understands what the heck we're intending. Think of the universe as a jury, always listening, always paying attention to your energy. But it needs evidence that you intentionally desire this. So it is always needing that evidence before manifestation will take place. So we need to be very mindful of our intentions. We need to kind of stick to them. If you're not sure what your intention is, don't set it. Because you will know without doubt when you are ready to set an intention that you desire to manifest. If you are paying attention, if you're being self-aware of what your desires are, you will know. Because that's how that energetic flow works. Okay, Christy? So let's take a look at this scale. Energy and motion. Emotion. That's what our movie's going to be Wednesday night. So you're going to learn a lot about this, and that's another reason I chose this, because it kind of coincides with each other. Energy vibrates at a certain frequency. Look down here, shame. Look at the body. Look what happens when you are in the lower level of these frequencies. Your body's contracted. Think about that physically, what happens to your body when you contract it. There's no flow, right? And the body has to flow. There has to be a circulation of energy throughout all your organs, all your physical body. So this is why we work to remove these blocks that cause congestion in our body, because it's contracting us. And that's not what we are. We are expansive. So this goes against our truest nature, to contract like that. Do you see people who walk like this as they get older? All the time. They are so contracted in that lower vibration, they've literally pulled themselves down to the lowest part of their being. Okay? And now look as you go up. Love is 500. Enlightenment, 700. And this is when you feel that expansion. I know Margot does a little bit more to this. This is just the basics. Margot's into the emotion code, so she's really expansive, let me tell you. But we're starting out here. I am feeling the expansion in my life now. It is amazing. And I have been contracted almost my entire lifetime. So we all can become this expansive light that we are, okay? All of us are already that. Once we remove those blockages and that congestion, we will relieve ourselves of the contraction. The expansion I feel now is unbelievable. There's a strength I have I've never had before. I become this expression of love and light that flows so effortlessly from me. Sometimes I have to just go, oh my gosh, who is this? And I've done the work, and I will continue to do the work. It's every single day. I can go back down here at any time I so choose, by forgetting and by not observing how I am reacting to the world, how I'm reacting to myself. That's where it starts, inside here. Go inward first. That's where you change the outward appearance and perception of everything. It hasn't changed. It's still the same outside. What changed? Right. I changed the way I look at things. I see them through the eyes of a higher vibration that is lit up with love, with truth. Okay, Christy? So here's some ways that we can address trying to work on raising our vibration every day. Creative visualization. Okay? Nikola Tesla, he had over 270 patents in 28 countries. This man could visualize. I know he practiced it every day for him to be able to come up with these creative things that we are so grateful to have in our life today, like electricity. Through his creative visualization. When you visualize and you believe that you are actually in the moment of whatever you're visualizing, you start to feel it. Your emotion speeds up, your frequency raises, you start vibrating higher because you're feeling it. It's not here, but it feels like it is here because your visualization is so right on. We have the power of imagination from our 12 powers that we teach here at Unity. Use that imagination. Put texture to it. Everybody take a bite of lemon. What just happened to your mouth? Did you salivate with it? Right. Because all I said was take a bite of lemon, and immediately you felt the feeling of what that would feel like to take a bite of lemon. Immediately your glands are going to go crazy, right? Mine are. That's how it works. So whatever it takes, like we did our vision boards last year. You know, a lot of us took those home and we envisioned that. But it's every day that you want to do that. You don't want to just do your vision board, stick it up there and say, okay, it's done, it's going to come my way. No, this is an everyday process. It's a process that you do every single day. The thing is, you don't want to do something to the extent that you stress yourself out. Okay, there's that balance again. Okay, the pendulum going one way and coming back. You know, that's what I used to do. Go way this way and then whoop, I was way over here. No balance whatsoever. So now I'm coming into a balance. It's just like planting a tree. Okay, you water it a little bit, you fertilize it a little bit, you love it a little bit, right? What happens if you put too much water and you fertilize it too much? You can't love it too much. What happens? It dies, right? And that's what will happen to whatever you're trying to manifest in your life. You just do a little bit at a day to keep your vibration where it needs to be, because that's all you're doing, is you're just inviting that vibration to raise up to what you are desiring. All right? Okay. Creative visualization. Christine? The power of affirmative prayer. So here at Unity, we teach kind of a different way of praying, right? We don't beseech, we don't beg, you know, because we know what we are. We are this beautiful, empowered spirit. So all we want to do is we want to just affirm that in all of our prayers. Just practicing affirmative prayer every day. Affirming the I am of your being. If you want a relationship, you know, I am in a healthy relationship. Affirm that. But what does that look like for you? Everybody's going to look at that differently. Whether you want wealth, peace, whatever it is, that is going to look different to each and every one of you. That's why your individualized expression of spirit will visualize what aligns for you and you and you. It will be different. Okay? So when you affirm, you also want to visualize that. You want to put that motion of energy and feel it. Feel it down deep. And affirmative prayer will do that. You have to remember that we are just like a computer. We've been programmed. Our hard drive is our subconscious mind. Everything you have ever thought, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is in your subconscious mind that you may not even be consciously aware of anymore. That is your dominant place within your mind, is your subconscious mind. Why do you think when we invite healing, we invite things to come from our subconscious mind into the conscious mind so we can look at them and heal from them? That's why we all don't feel very good sometimes, right? My gosh, I have seen us all so sick last year. Did we all run to the doctor and freak out? Some of us, maybe we did, because we were coming from a place of fear. We were vibrating low in that fear. But others of us knew that this is part of that process of release and letting go. Anything that was getting triggered was coming from the subconscious mind. So we desire to clear that space up, that hard drive up, right? And in so doing, and so deleting those files, those non-serving files, we start doing some more downloads. The universe is downloading to us all the time when we are open to it. I say every day, I'm open and receptive. When we're open to it, we receive what we need to receive. We start downloading that into our being. So then our subconscious mind starts to being all the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've been deleted. Might even have to go to that empty, what's it called on the computer? The trash can. Empty that too. Yeah. So think of yourself like a computer. And you know, I wonder, the mind, the divine mind of all that is, makes total sense how the computer got developed. Don't you think? Because it's just like us. We're this great divine mind. And this is the mind of the humanness that evolved from it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's okay to not have the answer yet. Continue your journey and trust the process. How many of us have wanted it right here, right now? Sure. We're used to quick fixes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all are used to those quick fixes. Life is in such a hurry and speeding by. But this is a process, guys. And as soon as you do not trust the process, guess what happens? What happens?
It stalls.
It stalls. You no longer are manifesting what you started out, putting all this self-observation and trying to change your vibration to match that frequency. You have blocked it off now. You have to trust the process. Think about birth. Think about the germination. I do that on purpose just to get you all laugh. What is it called? Gestation. Thank you. Think about the gestation process of birth. Every single thing goes through that to birth, right? What makes you think when you are manifesting that that is not going to have the same process as anything else that's being birthed? Makes total sense to me. This is nature, right? You can even go out into nature, take a walk in the woods. Don't you feel better when you leave if you've taken a walk into nature? Because nature is vibrating perfectly. That's why you feel that. Because you have put yourself in the middle of that energy. Just like when people come in here on Wednesday night, this place, we all about blow the roof off this place. Because the energy in here is so high. And if someone comes in and they're not vibrating there, I guarantee you after 5-10 minutes they are. Right. That's how it works. That's how it works. Yes. So be okay that you don't have the answer to it. Be okay with that. As long as you keep trusting the process and believe it to be so, it can't do anything but be so. It is a universal law. Been proven from the beginning of time. Trust it. Or you might take years to manifest whatever it is that you are not wanting that quick fix. Christine? So today, our mantra, I am ready to receive, I am open, I am worthy, let it be. Are you ready to receive it? You truly, truly want to receive, you truly, truly desire to receive, then every day, let the universe know. Your universe is a yes. It's a yes universe. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. I am open. And know that you are worthy. Your worth is all there is. It is only good no matter what the evidence out here is appearing to be. It is a false truth. It is not the spiritual truth of the universal laws. It's just something that you've decided to attach your consciousness to. That's all it is. And that's where you're deciding to live from. Now let it be. So let's say this together. I am ready to receive. I am open. And I am worthy. Say that. I am worthy. Oh, come on. I did not feel that very much. I am worthy. All right, God, do you feel the difference in your being? Do you feel that? Big difference when you add that feeling, that emotion to it. It changes it. It raises the vibration. The universe knows, okay, like attracts like. That's what you'll get. Now let it be. Let it be. Become the master of your mind. That's why you're here, guys. This is why you're here. This is why you're here. To be the master of your life. And then to help other people to be the master of their lives. That's why you're here. That's what Jesus taught us. That's what he demonstrated day after day after day. We don't need to be saved because we are it. It's who we are. We are great masters. All we have to do is align ourselves to that. Clear up the blockages and flow with the universe. Dance with the frequency of the universe. And be your master. Let's change this world. We have the ability to shift this world out from all of this that is showing up outside our humanness. It's not true. We're the light workers and we're the masters. Claim it, own it, be it. It is done. It is so. So we're going to go into our meditation. So let's get ourselves situated comfortably in our seats. Place your feet on Mother Earth. Ground yourself to beautiful Mother Earth with roots. Woo, just hug her. See that from your feet and your tailbone as well. Create that trinity into Mother Earth. Yes. Now let's take some deep cleansing breaths. And you breathe deep into the abdomen. Expand the abdomen out. Feel your ribs open up and expand. And bring that back up and out. If you feel any tenseness in any part of your body, tighten it. Especially our shoulders. We carry so much because we try so hard to carry so much. So relax your shoulders. Take them up to your ears and then just relax them down. Take your cleansing breaths and enjoy your meditation.